permits, and I mean, we have some projects, and we have been waiting for permits for years and years and years.
I thought, I understood from the Minister of Economy, Mr. Hakim Nasser, Nasser Hakim, he said it's going to be changed, the whole procedure. In 3 weeks, you should get the permit, and if you didn't get it, you can accept that it's yours.
Right. Well, I hope so, and I applaud Nasser Hakim for trying, but it has not happened yet.
No. Okay.
And it's as simple as that.
Okay. Where instead of asking you where you have been in your trips, we'll come back to this Curaçao. We have some photos of you, some pictures.
Okay. Good.
And I'd like you to explain. ¿Podemos pasar algunas fotos? Sí, por favor. This is something like a lab. It's going too fast.
Oh my God.
Va demasiado rápido.
This was a horrible situation. I was in Sudan, in the desert of Sudan, and I got almost shot to death by gangsters.
That photo,
These two, yes. Yeah.
So you're in one of these cars?
I turned around my car and chased as far as I could. But the guys on those cars were sitting there with machine guns and shooting. You know, it was horrible.
So there was a back and forth shooting while you were in the car?
I couldn't shoot back because I didn't have a gun. Very dangerous.
Were you scared? I mean,
very scared, yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is... vamos a hacerlo diferente. ¿Puedes, con el director técnico, tener la foto al aire un ratico antes de cambiarlo?
That actually, that's an interesting picture. That was a dervish in Khartoum. The dervish are these fanatic, mystical Muslims who dance at sundown until they're totally stopped.
Okay. Okay, ¿no podemos ponerlo y tenerlo un ratico? Okay. Well, it's changing
all the time.
Yes, it keeps changing. So
good. I think that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's in what?
A long time ago.
Some time ago. Yes.
Right. Right. We've done a few programs together, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Years, yes.
Already, what? 11 years?
That's the breast cancer. The opening of the breast cancer screening. Here, the breast cancer screening, the Fundación Prevención, last year, it's doing extremely well. I'm very happy with that.
This is
Governor Wilder, Virginia.
New York? No?
No, Virginia.
Virginia?
And this was a talk for the TEDx. We will have a TEDx on Curaçao on the 3rd of December.
Okay.
At least that's what we were planning.
Okay.
And that was another book I launched. You know,
this is a new one? You started with Bayanala?
No, yeah, this is number 7 or something.
Okay. Right. This is...
That's one of my girlfriends at a party that's at home in my study in Amsterdam. And that is with Boris last week, Boris Dietrich, who's doing Human Rights Watch in New York. And that that was the opening. It was on Nelson Mandela Festival. I'm on one of the boards. Okay. I opened that in Rotterdam.
You're in the middle of
and that is also middle of the desert, I guess, yeah.
And the one between the rocks?
Oh, and here, this is interesting. This is solar energy in the Negev Desert in Israel, right? And that is interesting. That's where the pyramids in Sudan along the Nile River, just a couple of months ago. You see, this is a TEDx. I did a TEDx in Khartoum. I gave a talk there.
Yes. Right.
Khartoum. This is underneath the monastery of Santa Catarina in the Sinai Desert.
Right? Israel.
Yeah, this is with my friend in Khartoum, right? He organized the
event in Khartoum?
The
TED event.
And here's with friends at the Ford Theater in Washington with Avis and her husband. They were here, they were visiting.
They were in Curaçao?
Yes, they came.
You brought them?
Yes.
Okay. That's it.
Right.
I think we skipped some because it's going too fast, but you've you just said you just came from Amsterdam.
Right.
And you normally do that? I mean, go around how many countries between the times that you are here?
I do my best, but of course the last 18 months have not been so pleasant because of a lot of treatment. I had medical problems, big medical problems. And again, it's been a very tough time.
Okay, okay, but still, you still travel.
Still alive.
You want to talk about it? What has been done with your health?
Listen, I've had cancer for a long time, and I've had any kind of treatment, you know, surgery, radiation, chemo, name it, the whole thing.
Okay.
And it's tough. And now that I'm getting older, it seems to be even more difficult.
So,
yeah.
so, but you are continually having operations, or?
It's almost every 6 months.
It's not going to change?
Yes, I will be dead.
No. Well, before that. I mean, are you ever going to get rid of these?
Of course not.
No.
No, of course you lose at a certain point, but you try to stretch the time you have as long as possible. Mm-hmm. And that's what we all do. We all try to stretch it as long as we can.
Cancer still kills people. Cancer
absolutely, there's no doubt. But it's gone from a deadly disease to a chronic disease. Mm-hmm. And that's the big step forward. I often talk about it with Bob Pinedo, who is the oncologist, and he is always saying, Jacob, that's what happened. Over the last 40 years, it's become a chronic disease. And
that means it stays on and on and on instead of a terminal.
You can still do a lot of stuff in surgery and all kinds of treatment, and that's been the great stuff and the great step forward in medical achievement. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, the last time I asked you for an advice to the community, government community, but it was right at the end of the program. Can you expand a little? What is that thing that you really most miss?
Well, it is, you remember that we had Governor Saleh, Jaime Saleh, right?
Yes.
And Jaime Saleh always said, do not wait for the government. Just go do what you've got to do. Set up your business. Don't wait for them. Don't wait for political leaders, and don't even waste your time on their girlfriends and their quibbles and quarrels and fights, because it's a waste of time. Okay. Just go do your thing, work and make productivity and make the society richer and wealthier.
So, okay, but if you should expand, because it's not just that single newspaper in Holland that's speaking about the crisis here.
No.
It's also locally.
And locally, we talk each other into a pit. We talk each other into a depression. And everybody is sitting there and doing nothing.
So,
right?
So
it's psychological. That's what I said. The depression, the recession that we create is mostly psychological. Let's get out of that. Okay. Let's go create a new economy. Let's go grow.
The opposition, of course, it's what they're doing is democracy in its best case. But are they doing, and how do you qualify their job? What they're doing?
I think at this point in time, and this point in our economy, it's totally ridiculous. And they should sit together and work together, and if necessary, have a national government and build and work on the enormous problems in the economy.
Okay, but would you call this situation a crisis?
At the moment, no. Not the incident. The incident is not the crisis. The crisis is the shrinking economy. That's the big crisis. The big challenge is the world economy, and how are we going to survive in this economy?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Not some stupid check from Emsley Trump to his girlfriend. That's not the problem. The problem is, how are the people of Curaçao going to sustain their lifestyle in the recession that's happening in the world at the moment?
Yes.
So we need to join forces. We need to sit together and work together.
Okay, name me 3 things. You are the prime minister from now until 5 minutes from now.
Okay.
Tell me.
Number 1, increase productivity, new products, work harder.
How?
Here, we already mentioned, do your medical tourism, do your educational tourism. All these things we have got. I mean, look at us at the moment. We have a tiny little medical school. We have a university that doesn't produce anything. They're only quarreling and quibbling, right? The UNA has been an unbelievable mess.
Okay, so what's Gerrit is saying, that he's going to be looking into the drawers and take out projects and...
Indeed. Shuffle-ready projects, pull them out of the drawers and get on the road and do it. And we've got the money to do it, so do it. What are we waiting for?
Do we have enough people?
Yes, we have enough people. Look at us. You've heard me talk about obesity clinic.
Yes.
Yeah? I worked with the government for, I think now 5 years, and we still don't have a permit. What are we waiting for? So everybody is ready. What are we waiting for?
Okay, but when I hear Hakim say all the permits will be done,
listen,
you haven't gotten one letter?
No, listen. He tries very hard, but he doesn't get the cooperation from his colleagues yet. And it's still to change a culture, because this has been the culture of Curaçao, by not taking decisions, putting it in a drawer, looking the other way, don't take responsibility. That's a corporate country culture. We have to change that culture.
Okay, you're still the prime minister. What else? What else?
Productivity, education, and security. We have to educate our young people to build the next generation. We have a tremendous shortage in this country, on this island, of highly educated people. We need to educate our workforce.
That's long term, right?
No, it's only 4 years. That's it. We can have benefit from better education within 3 to 4 years. We can even do it within 2 years. See? We have a shortage of well-educated people. Even the next waiter is not probably...
In which area? Lawyers, I think we have enough.
No, listen, lawyers and accountants, we have enough. Do we have any engineers? No. We have some people who do construction. Do we have enough IT people? No. We don't have those.
Okay.
Do we have enough doctors? No. Do we have enough nurses? No. See?
The teachers? No.
No, we don't have them. So let's go educate them. And let's go do it. And the young people...
Not open the doors and bring them from outside?
Listen, if we don't have a choice, then open the doors and bring them in. But we have unemployment, youth unemployment of 25 to 30% at the moment, yeah? So why not educate these kids? Why not make them nurses? Why not make them doctors? Why not just go do it? Don't sit at home and do nothing. Go study.
Okay. In the tourism business now,
yes.
What else can be done?
Well, listen, we did this training hotel. Remember the school, what is it called? The Academy Hotel?
Yes.
Did you see who was in that Academy Hotel last summer? Students from Trinidad, because students from Curaçao were not available. Yeah, we are paying with our taxpayers' money for education of tourists, of students from Trinidad. Are we totally crazy now?
So wait. You said we need, how did you say it?
We need to
education,
train
tourism.
Our own people.
Education, tourism.
Education. Listen, education, tourism. These were not paying. They were hardly paying anything. If
it was subsidized?
It was heavily subsidized, you know. It's stupid.
No.
And we need to educate our own people to start with.
Okay.
And that's where the benefit is.
Okay, you're not the prime minister anymore. What's next for you? You're staying here for how long?
Well, we have a lot of visitors coming. We have a lot of visitors from Holland even coming. We have the fractievoorzitters Tweede Kamer coming next week, as you know. Then I think the Queen is coming, and a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of people.
She's staying by you?
I don't know. I'm not supposed to say or anything. Whatever. Whatever they do, whatever.
That means yes, but I'm not saying
They'll figure it out. I don't care. Right?
Okay.
I am here for the rest of the month, and I will do my part, and I will try to, whatever I can do to make a contribution.
Okay, of course, yeah. Okay, we still have 15 minutes left. We'll comply again, and you can call still, 463-6137. When we come back, you can tell us about the future. What do you see Curaçao as in 5 years, in 10 years? Yes?
Right.
Okay, please call us, 463-6137. That's the back. We'll be right back.
Quatro sucursal sempre tiene un movie box banda dino. Pode volver video na qualquer dinang. Pur si mang película ng novo personal e serviço total. Bo vorasta piri pa mira e promona. Tambe vo snack favorito e sempre un movie box banda dino.
Rodeo House of Ribs. Pimpas um rato ameno com família, desfrutando tudo de luna teja viernes ng happy hour. Começando por 5 da tarde até com 7 da noite. Chamars all you can eat buffet. Já Whips live music. Já Sabro live Mexican music. E já domingo mucho ta come por nada. Teco de 2 anos. E no lubi da riba ng Daily Fresh Salad Bar. Rodeo House of Ribs. Abritur dia 5 da tarde teco de sonor da noite. Telefone 560-3247 of 465-9465. Rodeo House of Ribs.
AVE, com inovação completo e com orgulho, Curaçao Mármore está processando pedra de Newport, segundo a técnica de mármore, para destacar nos meus produtos únicos e mostrar que nós também podemos. Seja com pedra de Curaçao ou com mármore importado, Curaçao Mármore dá nossa comunidade uma opção nunca antes disponível. Drenta den mundo de Curaçao Mármore. Visita nosso showroom na Santa Rosa Weg ou chama 736-4155. Curaçao Mármore. O sonho na realidade.
Nos back.
Right.
Então, nos invitado, our guest, Mr. Gelt Dekker. You can speak to him by calling 463-6137. What is Curaçao? How does Curaçao look, taking this, what's happening into consideration in 10 years from now?
Listen, nobody can tell.
Oops, let's take this.
You want to do that first?
Yes,
right.
please. Si, Bonucci.
Yeah, Bonucci.
Good evening, si. English, as a matter of fact, or Dutch, if you
We do
want.
it over Facebook, so yes, go ahead.
Mr. Gelt Dekker,
Yeah.
I always think that it's very important.
You're a little too close to your TV. I'm sorry. We're not hearing you very well.
Just a minute, please.
Please.
I do believe that it's very important, short, very effective messages of positivism.
Right.
Would you be able to make some spots of that? Maybe your friend Chacho will help to make all that.
Listen, I'll be delighted to do it.
I think that's very important.
If you think it helps, and if people want to make it, I'm available.
Okay.
What
Good.
do you think about this idea?
Great. Let's go do it.
Yes?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Great.
I think that will help a lot to change our mentality.
Good. I applaud your initiative, and I'll be happy to cooperate.
Okay. Well,
Good.
So I take this as a promise.
Okay, good.
And Chacho will help you doing this.
All right.
of course.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
More calls, 463-6137. Speak to Jacob. People ask me all the time where you are, what you're doing. Call right now. Or send a message in Facebook.
But you still didn't get the answer.
No,
I said,
10 years,
nobody can tell the truth about the future.
no.
Nobody can.
I know, but,
Okay. We can only guess.
well, what is your best guess?
And our guess is we have a choice. And the choice is us, right? Us, the people of Curaçao. They can make a choice. They can decide to educate and to invest in their future. Or they can decide not to do that and quibble forever and call each other black
Okay.
and have ugliness. And that is their choice.
Are we going to make it?
Well, listen, why not? And I see a lot of very good people. I see a lot of very young people. They're eager to make it. So let's give them a chance. Let them do it. What are you waiting for? Go do it. You know, it's fun. It's a wonderful island. Go do it.
Okay.
There's no reason. We've got international people. We have a great mix of races, languages, cultures. It's very multicultural society. It's fantastic. We have all those advantages. So let's go do it. Why not?
Okay. What is the? We spoke just now about the perception here. We're
Right.
fighting, quibbling, like you say.
Yes.
What is the perception outside? Do you go to the States? You go to Europe?
Right.
You go even, well, I won't mention Africa. Nobody knows there.
Right.
But what is the general impression of Curaçao?
Well, most people don't even know where Curaçao is. They have never heard of it. In the United States, they have not, and in Europe, a little bit, but hardly anything.
Okay.
And yes, a lot of this quibbling is boiling over and giving a bad reputation. And there's no need for that. It's stupid. It is absolutely anti-propaganda for the island.
Yes. Okay, so what now? What now? Again, I need to just,
Listen,
again...
you're a father, right? And what do you tell your kids when they're yelling at each other? You say,
course.
shut up and go to work,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
That's it. Go to work, go to study, go to work.
Okay, but not...
And stop the stupidity.
You've been saying that for quite some time.
Yes.
They're not listening. What then?
Listen, I cannot force anybody to do that. People have to come to that conclusion themselves.
Okay, do you still feel confident with all your investments and your projects here?
Listen, our investments, we have put it in a foundation, you know that. The foundation has gone to the island, so basically we have nothing to do with it anymore, right? And we have given it away. It is part of the island of Curaçao.
Kurahulanda,
Of course, it's all here. And I mean, I have never taken out 1 cent. I've never anything.
but you made investments.
Yes,
What happens to that?
nothing. It's gone.
So you lost money?
Listen, it's when you give away money to a foundation, it's the foundation that owns
Who
it.
manages this foundation?
There's a board, and the board changes, and there's local people on the board, and so on and so forth. That's
So
the
you're saying
donation to
that
the
all
island,
that
yeah.
property belongs
Yes.
now to Curaçao?
Absolutely, I always did. That's always what I always said. That's what we do.
So you just did all of this for Curaçao,
Not for me.
no business interest?
No personal gain whatsoever.
So, okay, so tell me the typical stay on Curaçao. What is it
My typical stay,
on Curaçao?
I do 10 meetings a day. I try to motivate people. I try to help. I try to bring new initiatives. I try to meet sometimes politicians, sometimes civil servants, whatever is needed to bring it forward. And these are very difficult times, so there are a lot of problems.
These meetings are positive. People take your message positive? Or?
I see a lot of people are very depressed at the moment. A lot of people are scared and hesitant, don't know what's happening, they're nervous. And I see that atmosphere, yes.
Yeah. Do you see them absorbing the messages and really trying to change?
This constant quibbling, this constant fighting and infighting is giving a very bad feeling. And it's taking away a lot of energy and is wasting a lot of initiative.
Okay.
So we have to stop that. It's like you telling your children, now shut up and go to work.
Okay. We are here now 3 minutes more. You have the word.
Oh, 3 more minutes. Well, I can only repeat what I said before. We have a wonderful island. We have great people. What are we waiting for? Let's do it. And as I said before, we have to reinvest. We have to reinvest in ourselves. And a lot of government companies, private companies, go do your investment. This is the time to do it. In a time of recession, economic slowdown, you make an investment for the future.
With the airport city.
Yes,
Would you sit with them and
if they
give
ask me,
ideas?
I will, yes, of course. And I'm sitting with the Green City. I'm trying to help all these people to get it going.
Okay.
But there is possibility to get it going. And it goes for the hospital, it goes
Okay,
for...
but the Green City means Shell or Isla needs to go.
Not necessarily. They can move a little bit up. I mean, we have this fantastic refinery where we can actually only employ 800 people, but you could easily employ 5,000 people. And oil is a very popular product.
Okay, but I remember you saying
Yes.
that you can't move out
Listen,
with this thing,
The
standing in front of all this oil across the
we have the
Caribbean
money
Sea.
in the bank, literally. The refinery, the Corsao, has the money in the bank to make the improvements that need to be made. So what are we waiting for? Let's go do it.
Okay, so what about the relationship between Venezuela and its oil and its...
Listen, we've been hearing from Scott and other people that they're going to have a meeting. I've heard that for a whole year. And I've not seen a single person from Venezuela. And we all know the contract is coming to an end in a few years.
Yes.
So this is the time to renegotiate and get it over with and make a deal.
What about taking that refinery out, buying our
Maybe that's
gasoline from Venezuela,
Listen,
or something
maybe
like
that's
that,
the solution.
and converting that area where the Isla is into tourism.
Listen, that's an option. It's a very costly option that you can sit with a work group and see what is the best thing to do and make it happen. Stop talking, do something.
Okay. Well, you're into hotels, you have the museums, all of that is now in the foundation?
Everything is in the foundation.
And
also the medical facilities, everything is in the foundation.
and Bandabao,
Yes, everything.
Curaholanda Lodge?
And also the clinics, they're all in the foundation.
But you still represent them?
The foundation? Yes, I'm still on the board.
You're still? As president?
No, I'm not a president.
No. Okay. Would you rather be or no?
No, I think, I mean, I'm old. It's time to make place for someone else. Absolutely. The next generation has to do it.
Okay.
And a generation that's 20 years younger than I am.
Okay.
No
So
doubt.
what's next for you?
What do you think?
Resting? Vacation?
Listen, I write another book.
Okay. Thanks, Jacob.